guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video is a two-way Valentine's Day makeup inspired look kind of thing. The first one's really pink and soft and romantic and all that stuff. Or if we're more into something a little bit more mysterious and bold with really vampy colors, then don't worry, I've got you covered as well. So if you guys are interested to see my two looks for this Valentine's Day, then please keep watching. So first we're going to start with what I would call the classic Valentine's Day vibe, if you know what I mean. So really soft and pink and, you know, all that stuff. I'm taking the Maybelline color tattoo. This one's an Eternal Gold and I'm putting it all over my lid. This is just going to be a base for the shadows and I'm putting on top of it and make the colors pop a little bit more. I'm going straight on top of that with the baby pink shade. I'm just putting this all over my crease and kind of on my lids as well. It doesn't really matter. We'll be going over that with some more pink anyway. I'm taking a darker pink and placing this in the outer V of my eyelid and kind of bringing it into the crease as well, just to deepen things up a little bit more. And yeah, just winging it out because that's the shape I want. Just using my finger to tap on some of that dark pink all over my lid. It's actually the same pink that I was just blending in my crease, but it's a lot more vibrant when I use my finger, so yeah. Then grabbing this dark brown shade, I'm just defining my outer V a little bit more and bringing that into the crease to deepen things up a little more, and then just blending it out with a big fluffy brush. Quickly I'm going back in with my beauty blender to just crisp up all the lines of that shadow and make it a little bit more of a precise angle. Grabbing Earth from the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, I'm using this to carve out my cheekbones. Not so intense, I do kind of want it to be very soft and a little bit of definition in there. Of course, I'm going to do a little bit of baking just to brighten up the under eyes a little and clean up any fallout that I have from the shadow. Then just letting that all set while I do my eyebrows. Pigment, I'm putting it in the center of my eyelid just to brighten things up a little bit more. Then going in with some glitter eyeliner, I'm taking this and dabbing it in the center of my lid and using my finger to blend it out a little bit more. Going back in with the same dark brown shadow, I'm redefining my outer V just because I did want a little bit more dimension. Then just popping some of that MAC pigment on top of that inner corner glitter. For the bottom lash line, I'm just going in with all those three colors I put on my top lid and I'm just using them in the same order basically. So from the lightest to the darkest, going in with the dark brown in the outer corner. Oh my gosh, the video is going so much faster than I can keep up. Yeah, I just took some black eyeliner, run it in my waterline, and then smudged it out. Throwing some false eyelashes and going over the lash band with the same black eyeliner and just smudging it out. I'm taking some on the lower lash line as well and throwing on some mascara. So that's the finished eye look for this really classic, I feel, Valentine's Day look. I'm just moving back to the face, quickly cleaning up any fallout and throwing on some pink blush. Because, you know, you gotta have pink blush. I'm using that same MAC pigment as a highlight. I really like how subtle it is, but really glowy as well. So for lips, I'll be going with two lipsticks. First, I'm going in with this really bright pink Maybelline lipstick and then dabbing at it with my fingers. Then going in with this liquid lipstick from Dose of Colors, I'm just adding this on top to mute down the color and make it a lot more softer, so it's like a softer pink. And it's a liquid lipstick, so you know it's going to last all night, if you know what I mean. That was really awkward. Yeah, this is the finished look. I feel like it's a really classic, soft, feminine, Valentine's date night appropriate kind of look. So yeah, that's one down. Let's move on to the next. The next look here is really vampy and bold, perfect for that anti-Valentine's Day fun, or even for Valentine's Day, whatever you want to do, really up to you. It's really bold colors and I am loving it, so I'm just starting off by priming my lids using the Mercier Secret Camouflage, just all over my lids and setting it with a powder. Then going in with this reddish maroon shade from this Berry M palette, I'm putting this in the crease of my eyes and blending it upward as well. I'm mainly focusing on the outer portion, and when there's less product on my brush, I'm just blending it inward. Then grabbing that matte cream shade from the palette, I'm using my finger to place this all over my lid, then blending it out with a brush. I find that using my finger really packs on the color the way I want it to, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just using some gel eyeliner to create a pretty intense wing. I'm slowly mapping out the angle of the wing, and then I'm going to fill it in like normal. I don't know why I'm being so fussed with the angle of the wing. I'm just going to clean it up with some concealer anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Then while the gel liner is still wet, I'm flicking it upward and kind of smoking out that wing a little bit more. So as you can see, I'm just like slowly flicking it up to create more of like a smoked out effect. Then just finishing up the inner corner of the wing, which is kind of tricky. You have to get the right angle, so yeah. I'm just going back in with some more of that cream shadow to blend things out a little bit more and redefining that crease bit of the wing. Then, like I said, I'm just grabbing some concealer on an angled brush to crisp up that wing. Back in with that same maroonish red shade and blending it in my crease because it wasn't as like intense as I wanted it to be. Then grabbing some dark brown shade from the same palette. I'm using this to kind of blend in that smoky effect we had with the wing, but make it a lot more intense and a little bit in my crease, like a little bit in the outer corner of the crease. I'm just blending that same reddish maroon shade all down my lower lash line, and I was actually getting a lot of it in my eyes, so I do recommend a smaller brush. I'm going back in with the gel liner in my waterline, and I would have used a pencil liner, but I just didn't have one around me and I was being really lazy. But yeah, I'm just putting the gel liner in my waterline and smoking it out. Then going in with some mascara and popping on some falsies. Moving on to baking under my eyes, just because I did have a lot of fallout and I wanted to brighten up that area as well as crisp up that wing as well. Leaving it on for a while I fill in my brows as per usual, and yeah, coming back to dust it off. I'm contouring with an e.l.f. pressed powder. I wanted a really intense contour just because, I don't know, I guess this was a really intense look. I even contoured my nose with a tiny brush, so yeah. Then going in with a blush like this, and for highlight I went with something a little bit more bronzy and not so bright, just because I thought it complemented the look quite nicely. Finishing off the look with Colourpop's Feminist, just because I love the color but I had no idea when I would use it, so this was kind of perfect. Setting it with some translucent powder to make it a little bit more matte, and this is the finished look. Yeah, I think it's really mysterious and really cool for a different take on a Valentine's Day makeup look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my 2 takes on Valentine's Day. It doesn't always have to be really sweet and soft and romantic. You can go a little fun and funky if you like. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye.